Hello everybody! This is a new, very big video about cross-posting. Here I will tell generally about everything. Now I will reveal all the chips of this tool. This is the most popular tool on Poster. It may seem complicated at first glance because there are a lot of settings, but that's because you need to adjust for each user. So many different nuances, but I tried to lay it all out more or less competently. So let's get started. What is cross-posting? First of all, what is cross-posting? It allows us to copy posts from one social media to another automatically. You can also work within one social media, just copy the posts of a page or group to another group. That group could be yours, it could be someone else's, it doesn't matter at all. The main thing is that you have access to it. For example, you were subscribed to it, and then you can take publications from it. Why do you need this? Some people want to automate the publishing of posts. For example, you have a lot of different groups in different social media, but you wanted to lead one. This is one of the cases. You want to maintain one social network, but have it pick up posts from it and publish to all your other social networks. This is why you need to cross-posting. For example, you post to Instagram, so Poster takes the post from there and posts it to your other social media wherever you want. The second case is when you just need to fill your groups quickly, or you need to constantly fill your page with posts from other people's groups similar to yours. You want the posts to flow from there to your own groups. You find these groups, add them to cross-posting, and Poster will pull posts from them and publish them to you automatically. Those are the two main cases. And so what you need to do to create such cross-posting, you create connections. You go to the cross-posting section and click on the button to create a connection. Why is it called a connection? Because it creates a connection between the place from where to take and where to publish posts. You give it a name. What do you see? Now we come to the interesting settings. Where to take posts from. Here we have dealt with the basic settings, when and where to publish, and now where to get from. Here are all available social networks from where you can take posts on Poster. You should choose the social network from where you want to take posts, for example, Pinterest, and specify the links to the pages. In our case, the link to the board. You can specify several links. Here at the bottom, there is a help about what links are available to specify for all social networks. Click on it and everything is described here. For Pinterest, we specify boards and sections. For Instagram, we also take the link to the page in this format. If we want to take stories from Instagram, we add the word stories at the beginning. For Telegram, the link to the channel or group only public. If it's a closed channel, you have to take this is the link. Closed groups can't be specified, but closed channels can. Where to get such a number for a closed channel. Here below is the instruction. Where to get a link to a closed Telegram channel. Just do everything that is written here according to these instructions, and you will get this number, which you then take. YouTube. If you want to take a shorts, you should specify this link. That's all about where to get the post from. Here you need to specify the parser account that will parse. You must connect your account and it will act as a parser of those links to the groups. When post checks are run, the first option by interval, and then you set the interval yourself. For example, every half an hour, the link will be triggered and we'll try to find some new posts. It works both for the oldest and the best posts of the period. That is, there will be a check interval in both cases. Accordingly, the check interval is how often it will run a check to find posts that need to be fetched. The second option, you can specify a specific check time. Then you click at the specified time and directly set the time. For example, 12:00, then I want that at 16:00, for example, the check will be launched, and at 23:00, so 3 times a day at this exact time, the link will be triggered to check for new posts. Then how many posts to pick up. I have already shown if you want to take 2 new posts at each check. Here you put 2 posts. Next, when to publish. There are 2 modes, right after check or by schedule. Right after checking means that as soon as the verification is started and posts are found, they will be published immediately. If you don't want them to be published immediately, you choose scheduled. You can create a schedule in advance and choose from either here, click create. When to publish, time to post, and other things about the schedule will be in a separate video. You create a schedule, and then the posts that will be in this schedule will first be placed in the schedule and queued there, and they will be published from there according to the time you specify in it. If you didn't choose a schedule but chose the time of publication right after checking, you can specify the interval of publication. For example, your link has collected 5 posts and the interval is 0. This means that the posts will be published right after each other. That is, there will be no interval between them. You can set it. There is a constant interval. For example, 10 minutes, then each post will be published 10 minutes apart, or a random in between. For example, let's set the interval of 5 and 20 minutes. This means that the first post will be published immediately, the next ones will be published at some random interval between 5 and 20 minutes. The post can be taken either as a normal copy, that is downloaded pictures, text, video, and published as your own original post, or you can publish as a repost. Reposts work only within one social media. Which post should be taken? We can set the cross-posting connection to pick up new posts. What does that mean? It means that the service will only pick up posts that were published after the connection was created, i.e., everything that was before is considered outdated and will not be picked up. Next, the old post mode allows you to take past posts and publish them, allows you to remove old posts from the past and publish them. For this, you specify the time interval. Any interval you consider necessary specify from and to, and also Tautoposter will try to find posts in the sources that you specify here for this time interval. Best works on the mode of new posts, but with one difference. Here you can sort them by likes or reposts or comments or views, and choose the best by one of these criteria. That is, you define here what criterion you need. The service will sort and take the best posts from the sources according to this setting. Random. You will have to specify the interval for searching posts, and here you can set some post selection options. This is what concerns the modes of picking up posts. New, old, best, random. Then we return to the new mode. Next is the attachments filter. Here is very careful. By default, everything is disabled. This means that if you want to take something from somewhere, everything will be taken. But you can customize the filter. What posts should contain, what should not contain. Here is very careful. Many people get confused. If you select everything here, text, photos, and videos, that means the post should contain all of these things together. If you select something from the selected, then the filter will work as or. So the post must contain either text or photo or video. So if you want the post to contain a photo, then specify only this checkbox. If it has to contain a photo or a video, you should check this. And this. Everything is clear here. Here you can put at least all the checkboxes. For example, a post should not contain advertising, should not contain repost. For example, we decided that the post should contain a video, and here you can choose the duration of the video. In this item, you can choose what to do when a video download error occurs. Publish the post or not, so we've sorted out the filters. I'm going to go over them one more time. Take this point very carefully. That is, do not mindlessly check everywhere at once. If you have something somewhere is not published, but at the same time there are no errors. But there are no errors, check to see if there's anything wrong somewhere. Next, you can filter by text. Here you can specify stop words and whitelist. These are words that should not be contained in the posts, and if they will be there, found, the post will not be taken. Here you specify the words, if they will be found in the posts, they should definitely be taken. Next, whether there should be links in the text, choose, doesn't matter, must not be, must be. On tags and phone numbers and the presence of the author, all the same. You can also specify the maximum and minimum length of the text. Changing the text of posts. Here you can specify phrases or words that you want to cut out of the text. For example, you take someone's post, which has a caption, some words that you do not like, and you want to remove them. That is, in general, the post is good, but this word would be removed from there and it will be great. Here you specify what you want to cut out. You can specify several words or phrases. The main thing is that each of them should start on a new line. It is important. You can also replace part of the text. You can replace one word or a whole phrase with another. A simple example would be to replace the word red with the word green. So Tautoposter will find such words in text and replace them. You can create several such replacements. You can also rewrite the text or translate it into another language. Here you can see the languages you can translate to. For these settings to work, you need to connect your AI key. This is done in the settings. You can get the key from openai.com. Rewriting and translation will start working. The text will be rewritten, become unique, your own, and translated if necessary. You can cut emoticons from the text. These can be links to posts or a link to the page where the post was taken from, or you can just give the name of the page without a link. Moving on, caption for posts. This setting allows you to add captions to posts that will be picked up. It's very simple. A post that is taken from one social network is published to another. Here you can specify a signature, for example, a phone number, some link, or something else. In general, anything. Here you can specify the location of the caption, above or below the text, indented or not. Here you can specify title for videos and posts. You can also add comments to posts. This works for Facebook and Instagram. It will be added immediately after each post is published. The post is published and one comment will be added to it. Here's how you can specify different captions for different social networks. For example, you take a post from Facebook to Instagram and Telegram, and you want to have one caption for Instagram and for Telegram another. This is what it would look like. This caption is for Telegram and this one is for Instagram. Here is a detailed example of this, a list of supported social networks and their markers. Then you can specify links in the captions. You can add regular links to all social networks. For Telegram, you can make named links. That is, the link will be hidden in a word. Tags for posts. Many tags can be specified here. Each tag is on a new line. You can specify how many tags to take, randomly or one by one. You can also specify tags for different social networks, the same principle as for signatures. So it will be only for Telegram, it will be only for Instagram, and so on. Links for posts work in the same way as tags work. Here is an example of links that can be specified. Links can be framed in tags like this so that different links can be specified for different social networks. Open the help and take a look. And so the last item, everything is clear with comments. If you want Sotato Poster to take posts from somewhere and publish them as history, then you select Publish as Story, and you can choose a specific social network. Publish all found posts as stories in Instagram and in Telegram as a regular post. You can also specify Publish to both history and wall. Then you can publish Reels to the wall and publish as shorts. Everything is clear here. Then you can choose after what period of time you want to delete the post. For example, after 10 days and 5 hours. Below are additional settings for YouTube. That's all. Always be careful. The most important points are filters by attachments, filter by text. Thank you all.